Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the medals staging area for your medalists in the men's 400-meter freestyle relay. Your 8th place finisher, New Wave Swim Team. Your 7th place finisher, Mecklenburg Swim Association. Finishing in 6th, the University of Pittsburgh. Finishing in 5th, Waterloo Swimming. Your 4th place finisher, Bulldog Swimming. Finishing in 3rd place, Nation's Capital B. Your runners-up, the TAC Titans. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 400-meter freestyle relay in a final time of 3:25.08, Nation's Capital. Now, if everyone would please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get things started with event number 33, the women's 200-meter individual medley. This is your D final. All right, once again, this is event number 33, the women's 200-meter individual medley. This is your D final. Alrighty, folks. Your top seed in this heat from the morning, Amelia Edwards, 2:24.21 there in the middle of the pool in lane 4 from NCAP. Her teammate next to her from Nation's Capital, just 9/100ths behind at 2:24.30 this morning. Your early leader in the beginning stages of this 200 IMD final, Nicole Nixon of TAC and Sofia Jimenez in lane 1. Your 8 in this D final, Sofia Jimenez, Brooklyn Poole, Nicole Nixon, Amelia Edwards, Gabrielle Hover, Lauren Fishbane, Luis Vitterson, and Caden Stout. Your leader was Sofia Jimenez, followed by Nicole Nixon through the first 50. Although Nixon has now taken the lead with about 15 meters to go here in the first 100 of this 200 IM. At the halfway point, it has tightened up a little bit. Amelia Edwards in the mix now. She is your leader in a 1:06.21, just 9/100ths ahead of Nixon. Keep an eye out on Vitterson in lane 7. She split 1:06.5. Nicole Nixon has taken the lead once again through the first 25 of breaststroke here and is pulling away from the field right now. Jimenez still battling for second in lane 1 right now. But your leader still Nicole Nixon, looking really good through the first stages of the breaststroke. Now coming into the final turn, she will be your leader. 41.03 from Nixon, 40.75 on the outside for Jimenez. Look out for Stout in lane 8. She split 39.0. Your leader still Nixon with 30 meters left. Can Jimenez catch up with 25 to go? Or will Nicole Nixon be your D final winner? With about 10 meters left, Nicole Nixon looks like she's going to take your D final in the first heat of the night here. And she will. 2:19.89 for Nicole Nixon. Jimenez second, 2:22.06. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1, Caroline Kilty. Lane 2, Veronica McCall. Lane 3, Warner Shaw. Lane 4, Gwyneth Frick. Lane 5, Amelia Leonard. Lane 6, Carolyn He. Lane 7, Piper Price. And in lane 8, Maria Grisheva. Your early leaders in lane 3 and 4 right now, Shaw and Frick. Your leader, Frick, 29.34, Shaw, 29.40. Our only sub 30 legs of that first 50. Through 75 meters, your leader is still Gwyneth Frick. Look out in lane 6, Carolyn He in third right now in striking distance of those top 2 spots. Who will be your leader in the C final at the halfway point here? Your leader still Gwyneth Frick, our fastest backstroke split in the field, 35.94 to Shaw's 36.52. She leads us in 105.2. Trying to extend her lead on Shaw next to her through the first 25 of the breaststroke. Shaw keeping it close. He also still close. He has now moved into our second place spot and is challenging Frick for our first place spot here in the C final. It's going to be close between Frick and he for our last turn here. Your leader still Frick, although he made up a heck of a lot of ground there with a 39.5 breaststroke split. McCall there in lane 2 with a 39.4. It's he and Frick right now battling for the lead in this 200 IMC final. It's dead even with 25 meters to go. Frick might have a slight lead still, although he is coming home quickly. He may be your leader with about 10 meters left. Charging into the wall, Carolyn He with an absolutely magnificent back half. She will take your C final in a 2:19.43. This is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Billy Sherratt. Lane 2, Delaney Franklin. Lane 3, Eva Whitehead. Lane 4, Sloan Barr. Lane 5, Marin McGonigal. Lane 6, Nicole Zettel. Lane 7, Caroline Agee. Lane 8, Madison Hartley. Through the first 50 of Butterfly, it looks like Nicole Zettel is going to be your leader at the first 50. Look out, Billy Sherratt up in lane 1 is your leader, 29.2 to Zettel's 29.5. Quite a few of these ladies under 30 seconds on their first 50. Zettel and Sherratt are your top 2 right now through 75 meters. Keep an eye out on Sloan Barr there from Tack in the middle of the pool. She's starting to make a little bit of a move here on the backstroke. But your leader looks to be Zettel at the halfway point here. Taking it out quickly is Nicole Zettel, 1:04.13 at the halfway point, the only sub 105 split, and by quite a bit there. Into the breaststroke, the field starts to tighten up. Look out, McGonigal there in lane 5, starting to make her move. She's in second, trying to make a move on our leader, Zettel there in lane 6. Lane 3, Eva Whitehead, also looking good right now. Everyone's trying to catch our early leader, Nicole Zettel, right now. She's still leading with a few meters left in this third 50 here. Everybody's going to need to catch Nicole Zettel. Look out, Delaney Franklin up there in lane 2 with a 38.82. Our only sub 40 and only sub 39 split there on the breaststroke. 3/10 away from our leader Zettel at the 150, and she has closed the gap even more with 25 meters left here in this consolation final. It's gonna be close here with a few meters left. It looks like Zettel might have the slight edge to take this consolation final, and she will in a 2:17.78. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the women's 200-meter individual medley. Swimming in lane 1 with the Tack Titans, Nola Meekins. Swimming in lane 2 with Cumberland Valley, Ava Berman. Swimming in lane 3 from the Tack Titans, Raina Liu. Your top qualifier in lane 4 from the Jersey Wahoos with a morning time of 2:15:18, Audrey Derivo. Swimming in lane 5 from Nation's capital, Sadie Buckley. Swimming in lane 6 from Gamecock Aquatics, Megan Harnish. In lane 7 from Kentucky Aquatics, Hayden Penny. And in lane 8 from Shawmut Aquatic Club, Clara Renner. Ladies and gentlemen, your women's 200 IM championship final. Alrighty, here we go, folks. Our top seed in the middle, Audrey Derivo, has already won multiple events here and is one of the most dominant 200 IMers in the world so far this year. Her 2:10.91 best time is 4th all-time in the 15-16 age group in U.S. history, and she is already leading this race through about 45 meters. Heading into the first turn, she's going to be your leader in 27.91, blazing quick from the Jersey Wahoo in lane 4. Buckley also out quick from NCAP, 28.66 there. Those are our only two sub-29s through the first 50. Derivo beginning to extend her lead on the first 25 of backstroke here. She's got about a body length lead. We will see Derivo and Buckley later in the 200-meter backstroke championship final. Through the first 50 of backstroke, 1:00:20 from Audrey Derivo. Buckley with a 32.8 there, 1:01:51 at the halfway point. They are far and away our top two right now. Derivo continuing to fly through this 200 IM, as well as Sadie Buckley there from NCAP. 15 meters left in the breaststroke for Audrey Derivo, looking good, a body length lead over the number 2 swimmer in this field. 3/4 of the way through this race, your leader still Audrey Derivo, 40.1 there on her split, Buckley 40.3. 140.31 for Derivo, 141.82 for Buckley. It looks like your unofficial champion is going to be Audrey Derivo. Now the question is, how fast will her time be? With about 15 meters left, she is far clear of the rest of the field, as well as Buckley there for our second place right now. Under the flags, into the wall, your unofficial futures champion, Audrey Derivo, in a 2:11.65. Second place goes to Sadie Buckley, 2:13.64, and third to Raina Liu in 2:16.16. $2:13.64 will put Buckley at 23rd all-time in the 15-16 age group. Ladies and gentlemen, this is event 34, your men's 200-meter individual medley. This is your D final. Swimming in lane 1, Tyler Kep. Lane 2, Matthew Giampietro. Lane 3, Aiden Walsh. Lane 4, Jacob Anderson. Lane 5, Joshua Carmichael. Lane 6, Jamison Hong. Lane 7, Kenneth McLothin. And in lane 8, Matthew DeMoss. All 8 of these gentlemen in the 2:10 barrier right now. So it is going to be a very close race. Your early leader, Matthew Giampietro, 26.87 through the first 50 meters. The rest of the field is starting to close a little bit on our leader from Waterloo. It looks right now Aiden Walsh has got the speedy backstroke right now. He is your new leader with 15 meters to go in this first half. Your leader at the halfway point, Aiden Walsh, hit 1:00:17, 31.8 on the backstroke there. By far our fastest backstroker in the field. Who will be the quickest on the breaststroke though? This is where a lot of people decide to make their move. Aiden Walsh looking really solid through the first 25 meters of the breaststroke here, although look out, Jacob Anderson is coming home on him right now in this breaststroke. So is Joshua Carmichael right there, the Waterloo swimmer in lane 5. He is your new leader. Look out, Joshua Carmichael is flying through the breaststroke here. 3/4 through, Joshua Carmichael, 34.93 on his breaststroke, 1:37.17. 35 meters to go for Joshua Carmichael in this D final. Will anybody catch him on this freestyle? Aiden Walsh trying to catch up, but, Carmichael looking unbeatable here with about 10 meters left. It looks like he's just gonna run out of room to catch our leader Carmichael, and our winner in the D final, Joshua Carmichael, 2:07.61. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1, Jack Culp. Lane 2, Ryan Erickson. Lane 3, Noah Hardy. Lane 4, Nathan Sherrard. Lane 5, Luke Bickett. Lane 6, Ryan Quinn. Lane 7, Owen Tharrington. And in lane 8, Luke Green. All right, 6 of the 8 in this heat under the 2:10 barrier this morning are outside lanes 2:10.0. Luke Green is our leader through the first 50, 26.32, our only sub 27 through the first 50. And he is flying through the backstroke as well. Keep an eye out on Ryan Quinn right there in lane 6, also looking good here through the first 25 of backstroke. Luke Green of the Wahoo Aquatic Club looking really good right now through the first 100 meters of this race. 57.92 at the halfway point. He had your fastest backstroke split of the field. But as it did in the previous heat, the breaststroke so vital here in the 200-meter individual medley. Green proving strong here in his breaststroke through the first 25, however. Ryan Quinn also looking good there in lane 6. Might be trying to take a little bit of ground there on our leader, Green, in lane 8. He may have tied things up here at the 75% point in this race. Your leader now, Ryan Quinn, 1:36.48 to Green's 1:36.94. 37.5 there on that split from Quinn. We had a trio of 36s in 3, 4, and 1. But it looks like they're gonna run out of room and won't have enough room to catch our leaders in 6 and 8 right now. Although look out, Nathan Sherrard is flying through this freestyle, but it looks like Ryan Quinn is the man to beat right now with 5 meters to go. Your C final winner is going to be Ryan Quinn in a 2:07.18. This is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Troy Utter. Lane 2, Harrison Tater. Lane 3, Matthew Liu. Lane 4, Joseph Stebbins. Lane 5, Brian Thompson. Lane 6, Luke Dion. Lane 7, Alexander Hazlitt. And in lane 8, Carson Kalish. All right, everybody, a 2:08 in this heat except our top seed in this consolation final. He was a 2:06.84 this morning, Joseph Stebbins. But your leader through the first 50, wow, 25.93 from Harrison Tater of Waterloo there in lane 2. The 16-year-old taking it out really fast in this first half. Carson Kalish looking good as well in lane 8. All right, your leader at the halfway point in this consolation final, Carson Kalish, lane 8, 59.26. We had a pair of other guys also under that 1 minute barrier in lane 2 and 1, Tater and Utter. But the ever important breaststroke leg. Look out, lane 7, Alexander Hazlitt looking good through the first 25 as well as Kalish in lane 8. Tater looking good in lane 2 as well. The rest of the field starting to climb back up on our leaders at the moment. It's going to be pretty even here at the 3/4 point of the race. Your leader is going to be Joseph Stebbins, 35.5 there on that 50 of breaststroke. 136.5, 1/10 behind him was Matthew Liu in lane 3. And wow, this field has tightened up. It is very, very close right now. Lanes 2 and 3, Tater and Liu looking good. Our top seed from the morning in this consolation final, Stebbins also looking good. And wow, look at the rest of the field starting to come together here. Dion has made his way from way back there, and he might take it, and he will just be behind Joseph Stebbins, 2:06.96. Dion 1/100 behind him in a 2:06.97. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the men's 200-meter individual medley. Swimming in lane 1 with Eagle Swim Team, Justin Shee. Swimming in lane 2 with Greensboro Swimming, Owen Lynn. Swimming in lane 3 from Aggie Swim Club, Alfred Robinson. Your top qualifier in lane 4 from the Pava Panthers with a morning swim of 2:04.04, Eli Martin. Swimming in lane 5 with the University of Pittsburgh, Alexander Bauer. In lane 6 from Gator Swim Club, Liam Ailman. Swimming in lane 7 with Gamecock Aquatics, Raymond Prozinski. And in lane 8 from Bulldog Swimming, Elliot Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final in the men's 200 IM. All right, folks, your top seed from the morning, 2:04.04, Eli Martin. He was also your 200 breaststroke champion last night. He went a 2:12.0, which is incredibly fast for a 200 breaststroke, so look out for him on the back end to storm on this field. Now let's see who your leaders will be at the quarter point in this race. Lane 1, Justin Chi, 26.18, followed by Owen Lynn and Alfred Robinson in lanes 2 and 3. Martin off the pace in 8th place, but once again, do not fret. He will be coming storming home on that third 50 breaststroke. And he is within clear striking distance at this moment, still with contact with our leader, Shi and Lin. As we come into the halfway, the field's starting to close on our leaders in 1 and 2. They will still be your leaders though. Owen Lin followed by Justin Shi. Martin has moved himself into 4th place. And here comes our breaststroker, Eli Martin of the Pava Panthers. He is now your leader and pulling away from the field here on this breaststroke 50. Alexander Bauer also moving right now. He might be your 2nd place swimmer here at the 3/4 mark of the race. But no question, your leader, Eli Martin, is pulling away here on this breaststroke leg. How fast will his split be? Whoa, 33.72 from Eli Martin. 2 seconds clear over the next man. And flying through the freestyle, he's got a body length and a half, almost 2 body lengths with 25 meters to go here in this 200 individual medley. 132.60, if he's home fast enough, he might challenge 2 minutes. The field's starting to close a little bit on our leader, Martin. Under the flags, into the finish, our winner, Alfred Robinson. Wow, 28.5 on that last 50, 2:03.84. Your unofficial champion from Aggie Swim Club, Alfred Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the podium for your medalists in the women's 200-meter individual medley. Finishing in 8th place this evening from Kentucky Aquatics, Hayden Penny. Finishing in 7th place from Shamet Aquatic Club, Clara Renner. In 6th place from the TAC Titans, Noah Meekins. In 5th this evening from Gamecock Aquatics, Megan Harnish. Your 4th place finisher from Cumberland Valley Aquatic Club, Ava Berman.
That's fine. They're going to the 2 back.
Your 3rd place finisher from the TAC Titans, Raina Liu.
Say that they're getting ready for the 2 in the back? I won't say. It's fine.
Your runner-up this evening from Nation's Capital, Sadie Buckley. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the women's 200-meter individual medley with a final time of 2:11.65 from the Jersey Wahoos, Audrey Derivo.
Should I say something or no?
It seems fine. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the podium for our medalists in the men's 200-meter individual medley.
Sounds good, sounds good.
Your 8th place finisher from the Greensboro Swimming Association, Owen Lynn. Your 7th place finisher from Gator Swim Club, Liam Ailman. Your 6th place finisher from Gamecock Aquatics, Raymond Przezinski. In lane 5 from Bulldog, in 5th place from Bulldog Swimming, Elliot Lee. Your 4th place finisher from Eagle Swim Team, Justin Shee. Your 3rd place finisher from the University of Pittsburgh, Alexander Bauer. Your runner-up finisher from Aggie Swim Club, Alfred Robinson. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 200-meter individual medley from the Pava Panthers Swim Club in a final time of 2:03.37, Eli Martin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to speed things up with event number 35, the women's 50-meter freestyle. This is your D final. All right, we're here for the splash and dash now. Lane 1, Berman, 2, Brenner, 3, Bartholomew, 4, Dampier, 5, Greathouse, 6, Jimenez, 7, Potts, Drew, and 8, Phillips. Every single one of these ladies in the 27.3s except our lady in lane 8, 27.4. So look for a very, very close race here in this D final. Coming into the wall, it's pretty close, but it looks like Ellie Brenner with a 26.85 in lane 2. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1, Cassidy. 2, Hermans. 3, Getz. 4, Clattenburg. 5, Napier. 6, O'Malley. 7, Gatesman. And 8, Fuller. Once again, a very, very close seated race. Everybody in that 27 low range. Wow, Cassidy out to a fast start down there in lane 1 for the Jersey Wahoos. Look out for Fuller in lane 8 from Gator Swim Club. And our winner of the C final will be Madeline Cassidy, 2684. This is your consolation final. All right, your consolation final: Shiflett, DeVito, Back, Teisinger, Remmer, Giddens, Furbe, and Bolster. Everybody in the 26 range here, 26 sevens and 26 eights. Once again, lane 1, Shiflett's got a fast start. The outside lanes are very fast in this 50 free today. Look out, Julia Back there in lane 3. The 14-year-old from QNS takes it, 26:41 for Julia Back in lane 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the women's 50-meter freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 from the TAC Titans, Sydney Holfelder. In lane 2 from South Jersey Aquatic Club, Addison Gebhardt. Swimming in lane 3 from the University of Pittsburgh, Avery Hafella. Your top seed in lane 4 from the TAC Titans with a preliminary time of 26:06, Caden Martin. Swimming in lane 5 with the University of Pittsburgh, Anna Weicherjes. Swimming in lane 6 with Kentucky Aquatics, Lauren West. Swimming in lane 7 with the TAC Titans, Sloan Wellahan. And in lane 8 with Aggie Swim Club, Reagan Sherrard. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final in the women's 50-meter freestyle. All right, your top seed in the middle of the pool, 26:06 this morning, was Martin. Look out, lane 5, Weicherjes had a flying start, but Martin's starting to move through now. Lane 8, Sherrard looking good as well. But it is a very even heat right now. Lanes 4 and 5 seem to be your leaders, Martin and Weicherjes. Coming in 5 meters left, who's going to be your futures champion in the 50 free? It will be Anna Weicherjes, 25.96. Ladies and gentlemen, this is event 36, the men's 50-meter freestyle. This is your D final. Alrighty, once again, a stacked heat here. Everybody super close, 24-0, 24-2, everything in between. Our quickest start, Austin Ross flying down there for Waterloo in lane 1. Even all across the pool right now. Bolin starting to move in, but our winner will be Wyatt Bolin, 23-82 there in lane 4. This is your C final. One, Lampin, 2, Donovan, 3, Cloud, 4, Rusk, 5, Gonzalez, 6, Fritz, 7, Duncan, and 8, Zink. Everybody except Zink there in lane 8 under the 24-second barrier this morning. Joshua Donovan, our early leader, but it is close across the board here. Keep an eye out on Duncan there in lane 7. At the wall, it will be Joshua Donovan, 2360. This is your consolation final. One, Niels, 2, Terry, 3, Vanas, 4, Buck, 5, Anderson, 6, Nordheim, 7, Desviat Ruiz, and 8, Lee. Your top seed out of the morning in this heat, 23-5 in the middle, but everybody very close in the morning as well. It's too close to call right now. Your winner of your consolation final, Tate Anderson, 23-5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the championship final in your men's 50-meter freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 with the Virginia Gators, Spencer Pfaff. Swimming in lane 2 with the nation's capital, Ryan Graham. Swimming in lane 3 for the Chelsea Piers Aquatic Club, Jack Cunningham. Your top qualifier in lane 4 from South Carolina Swim Club with a morning swim of 22:82, William Slowey. Swimming in lane 5 with the Greensboro Swimming Association, Albert Smelzer. Swimming in lane 6 with the River Rat Swim Club, Cullen Cole. In lane 7 with Nation's Capital, Joshua Howitt. And in lane 8 with the TAC Titans, Kevin Pluniak. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the men's 50 freestyle. All right, our top 2 seeds were the only 2 under that 23-second barrier this morning. Look out for Ryan Graham. He has the fastest start of the field. Look at him down there in lane 2. He is flying through the first part of this race, but William Slowey is moving through right now and is now your leader. He is storming away with this one in the men's 50 freestyle. He's going to win it in a 22:67.
It used to be $23.99. Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in business.
Hey, Alexi, Earth to Alexi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the award staging area for your medalists in the men's 50-meter freestyle. Finishing in 8th place this evening from the Virginia Gators, Spencer Pfaff. Finishing in a tie for 6th place from Nation's Capital, Ryan Graham. Also in that tie for 6th from Riverette Swim Club, Cullen Cole. Finishing 5th this evening from Chelsea Piers Aquatic Club, Jack Cunningham. Finishing in 4th from the TAC Titans, Kevin Pluniak. Finishing 3rd from Nation's Capital, Joshua Howitt. Your runner-up from the Greensboro Swimming Association, Albert Smelzer. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 50-meter freestyle in a final time of 22:67 from South Carolina Swim Club, William Slowey. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for event 37, the women's 200-meter backstroke. This is your D final. All right, in lane 1, Jessica Brown. In lane 2, Carlin Smith. Lane 3, Olivia White. Lane 4, Louise Vitterson. Lane 5, Lila Sherman. Lane 6, Carly Whitehead. Lane 7, Kylie Poole. And in lane 8, Mary Tolar. We do sincerely apologize for that technical difficulty earlier, and I would like to announce the medalists in our women's 50-meter freestyle now. Finishing in 8th from Aggie Swim Club, Reagan Sherrard. 7th place from the TAC Titans, Sydney Holfelder. Finishing 6th from the TAC Titans, Sloan Wellahan. Finishing 5th from the TAC Titans, Caden Martin. Finishing 4th from Kentucky Aquatics, Lauren West. Finishing 3rd from the University of Pittsburgh, Avery Huffella. Your runner-up this evening from South Jersey Aquatic Club, Addison Gebhardt. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the women's 50-meter freestyle, from the University of Pittsburgh in a time of 25:96, Anna Weecher-Jess. Congratulations to our women's 50 freestyle medalists. All right, now back to the 200 backstroke. Our leader right now, Carly Whitehead of Alamo area, 107.73 halfway. Our only sub 108 split of the first half. The field starting to close a little bit on our leader in lane 6, lane 5 and 4. Sherman and Vitterson looking good right now. Vitterson really starting to move here. Vitterson, our top seed, was a 220.64 this morning. Our leader still Whitehead, though, in lane 6, 143.92. There are about 5 ladies who are in contention here in this D final. Look out, Smith, White, Vitterson, Sherman, Whitehead, all in contention here with about 15 meters left. Who is going to take your women's 200-meter backstroke D final? Under the flags, into the wall, too close to call. It looks like it might be Olivia White, 2:19.51. This is your C final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your C finalists: Annabelle Townsend, Jillian Wiersma, Zoe Presna, Mackenzie Corey, Sloan Wellahan, Tessa Christensen, Elizabeth Birch, and Callie Rendon. Your top seed in this C final, 2:18.39 this morning. Only one other lady in this heat under that 2:19 second barrier, Wellahan in lane 5. Your leader through the first 50, Mackenzie Corey, 32:08. The field very close here through the first 85 meters of the race. Your leader looks to now be Sloan Wellahan, heading into the halfway point here in this C final of the 200-meter backstroke. And that is who will be leading you, the only sub-107, Sloan Wellahan, 106.84 at the halfway point. Second place, Mackenzie Corey of NCAP, 107.17. Wellahan starting to open up quite the lead on this C final here. She's got about a body length over the rest of the field. "15 meters left until 3/4, and she has a body length on the field." Turning at the 150, your leader, Sloan Wellahan, 141.31. Second, 143.20. Jillian Wiersma has moved into second, up there in lane 2. Extending her lead now, Sloan Wellahan over a body length now, with about 30 meters to go. Your leader, Sloan Wellahan. Continuing to look smooth and strong out there, out front of your C finals. Sloan Wellahan's going to take this one. Under the flags, into the wall, your C final winner, Sloan Wellahan, 2:15.75, cutting 3 seconds from her morning swim. This is your consolation final.
Holy hot.
All right, this is your consolation final. Lane 1, Shelby Hutchinson. Lane 2, Emma Signa. Lane 3, Margaret Ann Wright. Lane 4, Emma Young. Lane 5, Elizabeth Grether. Lane 6, Ines Arnold. Lane 7, Nola Meekins. And in lane 8, Marin Kanzi. Can we please get relay slips from Gator Swim, Pava Panthers, Waterloo A and Waterloo B, please? Gator Swim, Pava Panthers, Waterloo A and B, please. Your early leader in this consolation final, Ines Arnold there in lane 6, 31-19. Hutchinson also looking real good in the outside there in lane 1, 31-2 on her first 50. She will be your leader through 75 meters of the race. Heading into halfway, your leaders still Hutchinson and Arnold. Flipping almost identical there. Hutchinson 105.1. Young a little bit behind 106.06. 33.9 there from Hutchinson. Look out lane 4, Emma Young looking good as well. Three quarters almost through in the books, and your leaders still Shelby Hutchinson and Ines Arnold. Arnold is your leader, 139.64 on that split, 140.06 for Hutchinson in lane 1. Very close, half second separating these two ladies. They are quite a bit ahead of the field right now. They are the two ladies to catch for this lead in this consolation final of the women's 200 backstroke. Very, very close still between these two ladies. Arnold's got our lead with about 10 meters to go. Your consolation final winner is going to be Ines Arnold there in lane 6 in a 2:14.57. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final in the women's 200-meter backstroke. Swimming in lane 1 from Shawmut Aquatic Club, Quinn White. Swimming in lane 2 from the Tack Titans, Raina Liu. Swimming in lane 3 from Nation's Capitals, Sadie Buckley. Your top qualifier in lane 4 from the Jersey Wahoos with a morning time of 2:10.92, Audrey Derivo. Swimming in lane 5 with Nation's Capital, Alyssa Sagal. Swimming in lane 6 from Jersey Aquatic Club, Sarah Rodriguez. Swimming in lane 7 from Gamecock Aquatics, Amy Riordan. And in lane 8 from Gamecock Aquatics, Caroline Chasser. Ladies and gentlemen, your women's 200-meter backstroke championship final. All right, a busy night for lanes 2, 3, and 4. They were our top 3 in that 200 IM earlier tonight. Audrey Derivo, your top seed this evening, 2:10.92 in the morning. Her lifetime best of 2:06.68 is 4th all-time in the history of the nation in the 15-16 age group. She will be our early leader here at the 50, 30.41 for Derivo, 30.70 for Sagal in lane 5. Derivo still your leader, approaching the 75 mark, pretty even behind her in the 2 lanes to either side. Derivo heading into this halfway point. She's gonna flip in a 1:03.08, splitting a 32.6 on that 50. Next best split and next best 100, 1:04.03 from Sadie Buckley in lane 3. That was our order in the 200 individual medley. Very impressive double that they are completing here right now. Derivo has now opened up over a body length lead on second. Derivo, heading into the 3/4 mark of this race, has over a body length lead on second. She's gonna flip 1:35.97, 32.8 on that split. Buckley is still in second, 33.6 there. They are only 2 under that 34-second barrier. Your leaders still Derivo and Buckley with about 25 meters to go for Derivo and now 25 meters to go for Buckley. Third place looks to be Rodriguez at the moment. With about 10 meters left, it looks like Derivo's gonna put away her second victory of the night. And her time will be a 2:09.00 for the win in our 200 backstroke. Buckley 2:10.18. If you were a medalist in the women's 400-meter freestyle relay, please report back to the awards ceremony area. There has been a mistake. We need to trade out your medals. We need to switch the medals. Please, if you were a medalist in the women's 400 freestyle relay, report to the awards staging area to replace your medals. Thank you. Attention, there was a cell phone left in the hallway. There is looks to be a key card in the back of the phone case. If you are missing your iPhone, it looks like 13, and it was in the hallway, and you have a key card and a fortune from a fortune cookie in your phone case, please come retrieve it at the announcer's desk. Thank you. ladies and gentlemen, this is event 38, the men's 200-meter backstroke. This is your D final. This is your D final. Lane 1, Josiah Whitduke. Lane 2, Lucas Sanchez. Lane 3, Christian Shank. Lane 4, Liam McQuaid. Lane 5, Kieran Lee. Lane 6, Michael Sabo. Lane 7, Owen Friedman. And in lane 8, Seamus Rooney. All right, 4 208s in the middle, 209s on the outside. Very, very close once again between all these gentlemen in this 200-meter backstroke. Your leader and the only man under 29 seconds, Owen Friedman from NCAP in lane 7. He, Kieran Lee, and Christian Shank are your early leaders. They are your top 3, about 3/4 of a body length ahead of the rest of the field. Heading into the halfway point here, it's pretty even between 2 of these gentlemen, and they're going to tie for the first half. 1:00:73 for both Kieran Lee and Owen Friedman. Stroke for stroke right now in the first 25 of the third 50. Putting on quite the show here in the first heat, the D final of this 200-meter backstroke. Shank is still our third place man right now, within striking distance of the victory in this D final with a 50 to go. Flipping with a 50 to go, Kieran Lee now your solo leader with a 33.02 on that split. Shank split a little quicker, 32.9 there, and he is still in third place. But starting to make a move on your leader in lane 5. 25 meters to go here in this D final. Your leader still Kieran Lee. Second place still a toss-up between Friedman and Shank. 5 meters out from the wall, it looks like Kieran Lee's gonna put this one away and be your D final winner in a 2:06.96. This is your C final. Lane 1, Mehmet Bulut Ertufan. Lane 2, Alonu Rodriguez. Lane 3, Jackson Cummins. Lane 4, Mikko Kutinen. Lane 5, Leo O'Keefe. Lane 6, Andrew Cito. Lane 7, Alex Wu. And in lane 8, Jet Dooley. Our lone 206 of the morning in this C final, Mikko Kutinen there in lane 4 from Ridgefield Aquatic Club. He is your leader through 50 meters to 28.53 on the first 50. He is already opening up quite the lead on this C final, heading into the 75 point of the race. Settling into a nice pace through 85. Mikko looking really good heading into this halfway point here. Keep an eye out on Alex Wu. He looks to be second at the halfway point, as well as Jackson Cummins. Mikko Kutinen, your leader at the halfway point, 1:00:00. Second place, Jackson Cummins of the Jersey Wahoos, 1:00:76. Kutinen has about a body length on second place now. A nice loping backstroke ahead of the field with 15 meters left in this third 50. Looks like lane 5, Leo O'Keefe starting to make his move as well. But your leader heading into the 3/4 point in this race is still Mikko Kutunen, 132.78, splitting a 32.78 on that 50. Leo O'Keefe outsplitting him by just about a second. He is making his move there in lane 5 for the TAC Titans. Pulling even almost with Mikko Kutunen is Leo O'Keefe. He is flying through the last 50, as well as Elonu Rodriguez there in lane 2 and Jackson Cummins in lane 3. Alex Wu still in contention there in lane 7. But your leader still in this C final is Leo O'Keefe of the TAC Titans, and he will take your C final in a 2:05.43. This is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1 in this consolation final, Devin Rothman. Lane 2, Kenneth McLaughlin. Lane 3, Owen Tharrington. Lane 4, Trevor Green. Lane 5, Alfred Robinson. Lane 6, Devin Nowrose. Lane 7, Charles Green. And lane 8, Tristan Kerb. Devin Nowrose, our champion in the 50 and the 100-meter backstroke, is your leader very, very early right now, trying to set the tone here in the first 50 of this consolation heat in the 200-meter backstroke. He leads you out in a 28.47 on the first 50, the only man under the 29-second barrier through the first quarter of the race. Looking really smooth out there out front of everybody. A body length ahead of next best, and through 75 meters, your leader is still Devin Nowrose of Kentucky. Heading into the halfway point, your leader still Devin Nowrose, under a minute, 59.39, the only man under 101 and 1 minute right now. 30.9 on that 50 for Nowrose. Starting to put in his kick right now, separating himself from the rest of the pack is Nowrose. A great race for second happening right now. Looks like Alfred Robinson might be in your second place position, but Trevor Green right there with him. But your leader is still Devin Nowrose, looking very solid ahead of the rest of the pack here in this consolation heat. He will flip at the 3/4 mark, 130.97, 31.5 there on that split, outsplitting the rest of the field once again and extending his lead over this consolation heat. Second place now, Trevor Green moving into Alfred Robinson, also looking good, starting to take the lead over Trevor Green there for second. 15 meters left for your leader, Devin Nowrose of Kentucky Aquatics. Your 50 and 100 champion is going to be your consolation champion here in the 200-meter backstroke, 2:02.70 for Devin Nowrose. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the men's 200-meter backstroke. Swimming in lane 1 with asphalt green, Jonathan Packles. Swimming in lane 2 with the South Carolina Swim Club, John Troy. Swimming in lane 3 with Swim Mac Carolina, Caleb Maldari. Your top qualifier in lane 4 from the TAC Titans this morning, he was 2:01.95. Jonathan Palomar. Swimming in lane 5, also from the TAC Titans, Braden Haughey. Swimming in lane 6, also from your TAC Titans, Davis Jackson. Swimming in lane 7 from Nation's Capital, Quinn Caputo. And in lane 8 from Asphalt Green, David Gooden. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final in the men's 200-meter backstroke. All right, we've got quite the field here. Your leader, Palomar, this morning, 2:01.95. Lane 5, Braden Haughey was 2:01.99. Your top seed in prelims was Caleb Muldari. He goes 1:57 in this 200-meter backstroke. Olympic trials finalist for the University of Florida. A few gentlemen out quickly here, John Troy, Caleb Muldari. They will be our leaders. John Troy, 27.75, Muldari, 27.98. Very long underwater there for Muldari, off the wall, and he might be leading now, although Troy taking it out very quickly. 75 meters through, John Troy, a quick tempo, out to the lead, 85 meters. Davis Jackson of the TAC Titans also looking very good. Heading into the halfway turn, your leader is still John Troy, 58.12. Muldari in second, 58.23. Another solid underwater from Muldari there in lane 3. He takes the lead again. But Troy fighting back against Muldari right now, 25 meters through the third 50. A nice quick tempo for John Troy puts him back in the lead with a few meters left in this third 50. Muldari fighting back though, very, very close here, heading into the three-quarters mark. Your leader is now Caleb Muldari, 129.75 to Troy's 129.96. Muldari is extending his lead over Troy now. Look out for Palomar as well, starting to get himself into the mix here for second. Caleb Muldari is your leader with 25 meters to go, and he is extending that lead with 15 more. Caleb Muldari storming ahead to this Futures Championship in the men's 200-meter backstroke in a 2:00.20. Second place to Jonathan Palomar, the TAC Titans, 2:01.37. And third to Davis Jackson in lane 6, 2:01.53. .201 2:01.37 puts Jonathan Palomar now at 34th all-time in the 15-16 age group in the 200-meter backstroke. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the awards ceremony area for the medalists in your women's 200-meter backstroke. Finishing in 8th place from Gamecock Aquatics, Caroline Chasser. In 7th place from Shaman Aquatic Club, Quinn White. Finishing in 6th place from Gamecock Aquatics, Amy Riordan. Your 5th place finisher from Nation's Capital, Alyssa Segal. Your 4th place finisher from the TAC Titans, Raina Liu. Your 3rd place finisher from the Jersey Aquatic Club, Sarah Rodriguez. Your runner-up from Nation's Capital, Sadie Buckley. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the women's 200-meter backstroke from the Jersey Wahoos in a final time of 2:09 flat, Audrey Delaveau. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the podium for our medalists in event 38, the men's 200-meter backstroke.
Let me know when to do 8. Sounds good.
Finishing in 8th place this evening from Asphalt Green, David Gooden. Your 7th place finisher, also from Asphalt Green, Jonathan Packles. Your 6th place finisher from Nation's Capital, Quinn Caputo. Your 5th place finisher from the TAC Titans, Braden Hahi. Your 4th place finisher from South Carolina Swim Club, John Troy. Your 3rd place finisher from the TAC Titans, Davis Jackson. Your runner-up this evening from the TAC Titans, Jonathan Palomar. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 200-meter backstroke from Swim Mac, Carolina in a final time of 2:00:20, Caleb Maldari. Ladies and gentlemen, this is event number 39, the women's 50-meter breaststroke. This is your D final. Swimming in 1, Bleha, 2, Mitten, 3, Warner, 4, McCarney, 5, Chazov, 6, Whitehead, 7, White, and 8, Schultz. A whole bunch of 34 5s and 6s in this heat. Look for a very, very even race. Krista Bleha, your leader right now, but the field super tight and bunched up. Who is going to take this D final? Too close to call at the moment. At the finish, Krista Bleha, 34-31 in lane 1. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1, Horny, lane 2, Shao, lane 3, Torpy, lane 4, Poole, lane 5, Dixon, lane 6, Locklear, lane 7, Minor, and lane 8, Koulis. 34 5s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s in this heat. Very, very close at the moment. You could draw a line and pick any of these ladies to win this C final. It's going to be a close one. It looks like Poole might be your leader, but too close to call with 5 meters left. Your C final winner will be Marissa Locklear in lane 6, 34-40. This is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Rinker, lane 2, Petrosevich, lane 3, Palmer, lane 4, Volchansky, lane 5, Bedry, lane 6, Jacobson, lane 7, Alderman, and lane 8, Liu. Early leaders right now, Rinker and Alderman, but it once again so close. 4 of these ladies were 33 this morning in the middle of the pool. Lane 2, Petrosevich starting to move into the thick of things, but it's going to be close at the finish. Your consolation final winner, Alexis Petrosevich, 33-69 there in lane 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the women's 50-meter breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1 with Kentucky Aquatics, Olivia Stewart. Swimming in lane 2 with Town of Tonawand, Meredith Roberts. Swimming in lane 3 from the University of Pittsburgh, Jessica Strong. Your top qualifier in lane 4 from Cavalier Aquatics, 32-46 this morning, Sarah Charjak. Swimming in lane 5 from Coastal Aquatic Club, Riley Toffelmeyer. Swimming in lane 6 from Gamecock Aquatics, Caroline Kudela. Swimming in lane 7 from Swim Mac Carolina, Catherine Kern. And in lane 8 from the University of Pittsburgh, Angelina Messina. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final in the women's 50-meter breaststroke. All right, your top seed this morning, Sarah Churjak, the only swimmer under 33 seconds, 32.4. Quite a bit ahead of our next best, but it is going to be a close one once again, as it is a 50 splash and dash in the breaststroke. Your early leader, Olivia Stewart from Kentucky in lane 1. The field starting to close a little bit on your leader, Stewart. You could once again draw a line across the front. Who is going to be your leader now? It looks like Churjak is moving ahead, but it's going to be close heading into the finish. Your future's champion, Sarah Churjak, 32.53. Next up, event 40, the men's 50-meter breaststroke. This is your D final. Swimming in lane 1, Skidmore, 2, D'Angelo, 3, Smith, 4, Hogan, 5, Carr, 6, Hollinsworth, 7, Grow, and 8, Wood. Almost all of these men under that 30-second barrier this morning. Holden Skidmore's your early leader there in lane 1. He was a 29.98 this morning. The rest of the field starting to close a little bit. Hollinsworth looking good in 6. Dane Hogan looking good in 4. Your winner of the D final, Riley Smith. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1, White, 2, John, 3, Hardy, 4, Madsen, 5, Gonzalez, 6, Allred, 7, Garvin, and 8, Johnson. Everybody in this heat under the 30-second barrier this morning. Once again, very, very close out at 35 meters. Coming into the wall, it's going to be hard to call. The winner of your C final will be Paris Garvin of the Pava Panthers in 29.52. This is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Panachita, lane 2, Repack, lane 3, Lou, lane 4, Gardner, lane 5, Granke, lane 6, Petruzzi, lane 7, Whitty, and in lane 8, Bowers. Your early leader is Joseph Gardner of the Pittsburgh Panthers. 35 meters, he's still your leader. The field might be starting to close a little bit, although they're not. Joseph Gardner looks like he's going to take this consolation final, and he will in a 28.46. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final in the men's 50-meter breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1 with Kentucky Aquatics, John Broom. Swimming in lane 2 with the Pava Panthers, Eli Martin. In lane 3 with Nation's Capital, Charles Cadis. Your top qualifier from the morning from the TAC Titans. Morning time 27:69, Jorge Murillo. Swimming in lane 5 from South Carolina Swim Club, William Slowey. Swimming in lane 6 from West Virginia University, Nojas Bertulis. Swimming in lane 7 from Bulldog Swimming, Alexander Hazlitt. And in lane 8 from Kentucky Aquatics, Caden Pitzer. Ladies and gentlemen, your championship final in the men's 50-meter breaststroke. All right, only 2 of the men in this heat under that 28-second barrier this morning. Everybody else in that 28 territory. Your top seed for the morning, 27:69. Murillo looks like he might be fighting for the lead through 25 meters here. Katie's looking good in lane 3. Slowey looking good in lane 5. Slowey won the 50 freestyler a little bit earlier. Look out for Eli Martin, our 200 IM champion earlier as well. Under the flags, into the finish. Murillo might be your leader, and he will be, winning in 27:76. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the podium for your medalists in the women's 50-meter breaststroke. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please direct your attention to the medal ceremony area for our medalists in event 39, the women's 50-meter breaststroke. Your 8th place finisher tonight from Kentucky Aquatics, Olivia Stewart. Your 7th place finisher from Swim Mac, Carolina, Catherine Kern. Your 6th place finisher from town of Tonawanda, Meredith Roberts. Your 5th place finisher from the University of Pittsburgh, Angelina Messina. Your 4th place finisher from Gamecock Aquatics, Caroline Kudela. Your 3rd place finisher from the University of Pittsburgh, Jessica Strong. Your runner-up from Coastal Aquatic Club, Riley Toffelmeyer. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the women's 50-meter breaststroke in a final time of 32:53 from Cavalier Aquatics, Sarah Churjak. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the medal stand for your medalists in the men's 50-meter breaststroke.
Let me know when to do 8.
Finishing in 8th place from Bulldog Swimming, Alexander Hazlitt. Finishing in 7th from Kentucky Aquatics, John Broom. Finishing in 6th from West Virginia University, Nojas Bertulis. In 5th place from Kentucky Aquatics, Caden Pitzer. Your 4th place finisher from South Carolina Swim Club, William Slowey. Your 3rd place finisher from Nation's Capital, Charles Cadis. Your runner-up from the Pava Panthers, Eli Martin. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 50-meter breaststroke in a final time of 27:76 from the TAC Titans, Jorge Mauricio. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your fastest heat in the women's 1500 meter freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 with Westchester Aquatic Club, Sunny King. In lane 2 from the TAC Titans, Livia Fleshman. In lane 3 from the Westchester Aquatic Club, Neela Klein. Your top qualifier from Club Mountaineer Aquatics, Caroline Riggs. Swimming in lane 5 from Nation's Capital, Natalie Garr. Swimming in lane 6 from the TAC Titans, Kaylee Dietrich. Swimming in lane 7 from Berkeley Aquatics, McKinley Polk. And in lane 8 from Racer X Aquatics, Elise Brennenborg. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 1500 meter freestyle fastest heat. All right, this is our last individual women's event of the meet. Our 800 meter champion in lane 5, Natalie Garr of Nation's Capital. She won that 800 the other night. Top seed, Caroline Riggs, 1643. Garr seeded with 1657. There are only 2 ladies under 17 minutes in this heat. As we saw in the men's 1500, a whole bunch of different race strategies might be happening in this one. Our early leader right now looks like Kaylee Dietrich in Natalie Garr in lane 5. Garr, Riggs, and Klein are our top 3 heading into the first 100 here. Our leader, Garr, 103.46, Riggs, 103.76. Our only 2 ladies under 104 so far. All right, the story of the 1500 meter freestyle is in the splits. We have 3 ladies splitting 33 here. Riggs, Garr, and Dietrich all in that 33 range. Our leader, Riggs, 137.24 at the 150. Garr, 137.33, just separated by 9/100ths of a second. These 2 ladies attacking to get out in front of the rest of the field here. 5 meters left in the first 200. Our leader still Garr just overtook her there by 3/100ths, 2:11.01. Riggs, 2:11.04, both splitting 33s there. It looks like we might have quite the head-to-head race on our hands here between Riggs and Garr in lanes 4 and 5. Now they are separated by 1/100th of a second. We might be in for a treat if they're flipping like that every single 50. Almost stroke for stroke right now, heading into the last 25 of this first 300 meters. 3:18.15 separating our top two right now, Riggs and Gar, 3:18.70, 3:18.85. At that point, our third place swimmer is Neela Klein, but she is in a great race for that third and fourth spot with Kaylee Dietrich over there in lane 6. So many different little races happening within this 1,500 meter fastest heat. All right, opening up a little bit more of a lead there was Riggs, but they are so close. It is neck and neck still in this 1,500 meter fastest heat. Riggs and Gar are separated by 0.3 of a second there at the 400. 4:26s for the pair of them. Wow, what a race for third going on back here. 4:32s for both Dietrich and Riggs, or excuse me, Dietrich and Klein, separated by 1/4 of a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just got a notification on the missing phone up here at the announcer's desk. Someone just pinged it for Find My iPhone. Whoever is missing their phone and is doing Find My iPhone right now, come receive your phone at the announcer's desk. Thank you. All right, the race in the middle of the pool, still between Riggs and Gar, looking good right now, flipping at the 500 meter mark. Still both within 1 second of each other, half a second that is, 5:33.3, 5:33.8 for our two ladies in the middle of the pool. The outside race, lanes 3 and 6 still happening, 5:42.08, 5:41.92, even closer than the race in the middle of the pool for that third place spot. Now all of these ladies are a third of the way through this race. Another Find My iPhone alert at the desk. If you are pinging your phone for Find My iPhone, please come retrieve your phone at the front desk. If anybody in this facility knows of someone who has lost their phone, it is most likely at the announcer's desk at the moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 600 point. Riggs opened up a little bit more of a lead, almost a second now over Gar, 640.60 to Gar, 641.43. Checking in on our race for third right now. Dietrich ahead of Klein by about a half a second. We now have our results from the earlier heats this morning in the 1,500 meter freestyle. Eden McNally right now is our top time, 17:20.33. A 17:20 would be fourth in this heat for the seed time, so we will see where Eden McNally of the Jersey Wahoos will end up. Aurelia Cottrell, 17:29, is second right now from the South Jersey Aquatic Club. She also could be a medalist in this event depending on how this heat shakes out. And another Find My iPhone notification at the announcer's desk. Is anybody missing their cell phone? It is at the announcer's desk. All right, Riggs starting to really open up the lead now, 7:47.61. The phone has been retrieved, ladies and gentlemen. The phone has been retrieved. All right, Riggs has opened up a second lead over Gar for that first place spot. Third place, Dietrich. Fourth place, Klein. About a second separating them two now. They are approaching the halfway point of this 1,500 meters. They have climbed the mountain, now to climb down. 750 meters in, Caroline Riggs, 8:21.25. Gar, 8:22.36. Still splitting those 33 mids. Gar outsplitting Riggs there actually, starting to eat away at that lead. Dietrich opening up even more of a lead on Klein now, outsplitting her by about 3/10, is now ahead by 1.5 seconds. All right, our 800 split for Caroline Riggs, 8:54.74, Gar 8:56.27. 33s for them two ladies again. It'll be good to check on these 800 splits for our earlier ladies compared to our current ladies. 9:10.80 for Dietrich, 9:11.90 for Klein. Our ladies earlier, 1 and 2, were 9:16.55 and 9:21.35. 850 meters in for Caroline Riggs, still splitting 33 mid. Gar now 33.9, 9:30.26 for her. 2-second lead for Caroline Riggs now in the middle of the pool. Third place still Kaylee Dietrich. 35.05 from her, 35.16 from Klein. Marginally increasing her lead is Dietrich for that third place spot. Riggs starting to cut more off that split there, 33.31, 10.01, 65 at the 900. Gar 33.9 there, 10.04, 16. Dietrich is still in third, 35.04. Klein outsplitter there though, 34.9. About a second ahead still is Dietrich, but Klein starting to eat away at that lead. Gar now has slipped to 34.4. Riggs still 33 mid there, 10.35, 15 at the 950. About to hit the 2/3 mark of this race is Caroline Riggs. She's got about 20 meters to go till she flips at that 1,000. Looking ever so solid there in the middle of the pool is Caroline Riggs. She will flip in 33.48, just like clockwork, those 33 mids. 34.2 from Natalie Gar is still in second place, but now Riggs has opened up that lead to 4 seconds. Checking in on that race for third. Kaylee Dietrich about to flip 2/3 of the way through. 11:31.07, Klein 11:31.85. Dietrich's lead now less than 1 second for third. $1,100 turn coming up for our leader, Caroline Riggs. 12.16.14 there, 33.7, still maintaining those 33s. Gar, 34.30. 1,200 meters through. Your leader still, Riggs, has gone up above that 34-second barrier now. But she has built herself up quite the lead here with just a little bit left. Checking in on that race for third, Dietrich opens up the lead over Klein. Once again, 34-8 there on that split, 35-1 from Klein. She's got about 2 seconds ahead of Klein now. .250 meters to go for our leader, Caroline Riggs and Natalie Garr. Flipping at 2:50 to go is now Dietrich, followed by Klein. Our leader, Caroline Riggs of Club Mountaineer, has 200 meters left, and she's back under 34, 33.86 for our leader. .150 meters to go for our leader, Riggs. And now 150 meters to go for Garr. Garr under that 34-second barrier now, starting to come home quick. The best sound in the world for a distance swimmer, that's that bell. Caroline Riggs has 100 meters to go until her Futures Championship. 34.18 on that 50. Garr splits 33.5. She's got 100 meters to go as well. Now in a race for third, Kaylee Dietrich has 100 meters to go and has opened up quite the lead on Klein. She looks like she's going to be our bronze medalist this evening. 50 meters to go for your leader, Caroline Riggs, 16:14.82. Now Garr has 50 meters to go as well, splitting at 33.3. Our leader, Riggs, 25 meters to glory. With 10 meters to go, your Futures champion in the women's 1,500 meter freestyle is Caroline Riggs, 16:47.35. Your silver medalist, Natalie Garr, 16:52.62. 25 meters left for your third place swimmer in this heat, Kaylee Dietrich. Neela Klein now has about 20 meters to go as well. Under the flags, into the wall, third place is going to Kaylee Dietrich, 17:16.11. Neela Klein finishes in 17:21.63, which will be good for fifth place. ladies and gentlemen, this is your final individual event of the Futures Meet. Your men's 800-meter freestyle fastest heat. Swimming in lane 1 for New Wave Swim Team, Samuel Marsteiner. Swimming in lane 2 for Metro Area Lifetime, Charlie Culp. Swimming in lane 3 from the Marlins of Raleigh, Hudson DeGroot. Swimming in lane 4 for the Shaman Aquatic Club, William Mulgrew. In lane 5 from Kentucky Aquatics, Levi Sandage. Swimming in lane 6 from South Texas Aquatics, Connor Fry. Swimming in lane 7 for Cavalier Aquatics, William Charlton. And in lane 8 from the Marlins of Raleigh, Wilson Chado. Ladies and gentlemen, your 800-meter freestyle fastest heat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we've got a stacked heat here. William Mulgrew on his way to the Junior World Championships next month. Will be a Harvard Crimson in the fall. Levi Sandage has won a bunch of events already here as well. He was your 100-meter champion. He was your 400-meter champion. He was your 400-meter individual medley champion. And now he's leading out your 800-meter freestyle in a 25.95, 2 seconds ahead of the next best man. Your leader still through 100 meters, Levi Sandage, although Connor Fry closing the gap with a 30-point there. All right, time to look at your top qualifiers from the morning. Aaron Davidson is your top number 1 right now, 8:17.69 this morning. Rory O'Connor was 8:18. Ryan Turner, 8:22, a pair of 8:25s as well. Keep an eye on all of those times from the morning during this heat. Your leader is still Levi Sandage. Wow, 28.96 on that 50. 1:26.28 on his way out. When you see splits like that, you start to think, is that sub 8-minute barrier possible? And with Levi Sandage, you have to think so. 15 meters left in the first quarter of this race for Levi Sandage, and he looks strong and smooth out front. His team supporting him on the side there at 5 meters out. 31.04 for Sandage, 1:57.32 at the 100. 1:59.69 for Fry, and 1:59.89 for Mulgrew. A great race for second opening up here. Sandage with strong legs and a nice quick tempo out front there. You'd think he was swimming the 200 freestyle. So strong through the first 250. Sandage, 2:57.71, 30.3. 31.0 for Mulgrew has moved himself into second place. 3/100ths of a second ahead of Connor Fry. Our leader, Sandage, looking so good with about 5 meters left in the first 300. Great race for second happening between Mulgrew and Fry. 2:57.95 for Sandage, still under that barrier. 30.2 on that 50. Mulgrew starting to pull a little bit away from Connor Fry with the 30.7. Sandage extending his lead into the 350-meter turn. 30.3 there, 3:28.34. Sandage is seated with an 8:03.27. Already heading into halfway, it looks, if you double this time, that he will be way under that seed time. 15 meters till halfway for your leader, Levi Sandage. What will Sandage be at the halfway point? He flips in 3:58.64, a 30.3. Sub 4 minutes on the front end for Levi Sandage. The door is open for that 7:59 or faster. Mulgrew looking good in second, 4:03.83 there at the halfway point, and third, Connor Fry. Let's see where Sandage lies here. 30.5, 4:29.14. He is still under that pace for that sub 8 minute, but we gotta work him home, ladies and gentlemen. Mulgrew looking good still, 4:34.94 at the 450 meter mark. 25 meters till that 500 meter for Levi Sandage. The final individual event of the meet. Let's cheer home our men here. We got 300 meters left. 30.3 there for Sandage. He's still under that minute per lap. Mulgrew 5:05.80. Fry 5:07.53. A great race emerging for second and third. But Sandage, far and away the fastest man in this heat thus far. 15 meters left until 550. He is just above that minute average now, 30.9, 5:30.45 at the 550. He could still break it. 5:37.40 for Mulgrew, 5:39.37 for Fry. Great race for fourth happening back there. Tuttle and DeGroot separated by less than 0.2 of a second. Approaching 3/4 is Levi Sandage of Kentucky Aquatics. He's gonna flip his 600 split, 6:01.18, 30.7. Starting to really put his legs into it now that he's 3/4 in, is Levi Sandage in your lead. Mulgrew still in second, 6:08.48. Connor Fry, 6:11.14. The great race for fourth is still on between DeGroot and Tuttle. Sandage approaching 150 meters to go. 31.04 for Sandage. 6:32.22 as his split. He's going to be right on his best time at this pace. A 6:39.70 for Mulgrew, 6:42.75 for Fry. Approaching the best sound in the world is Levi Sandage, William Mulgrew, and Connor Fry. Here comes the bell, 100 meters in our last individual event of futures. 7:02.76 at the 700 mark. If Sandage really picks it up here, 8 minutes is in danger. 7:10.31 for William Mulgrew, 7:14.18 for Connor Fry. Everyone's got 100 meters to go now. Heading into his last 50 is Levi Sandage, 7:33.47, right on his best time pace. He will need to come home sub 30 in order to go a best time. 31 flat for Mulgrew, 7:41.31. 7:45.90 for Connor Fry. 25 meters to go for Levi Sandage. 15 meters to the future's crown. Coming into the wall, under the flags, into the finish, your futures champion, Levi Sandage, 8:02.81 in a new personal best time. Your runner-up, William Mulgrew, 8:10.40. And your third place finisher, Connor Fry, 8:16.70, which means Aaron Davidson from this morning will finish in fourth. And that means that Rory O'Connor will finish fifth. And that concludes our final individual event of the meet. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the podium for our medalists in the women's 1500 meter freestyle. Your 8th place finisher from Berkeley Aquatics, McKinley Polk. Your 7th place finisher from Westchester Aquatic Club, Sunny King. Your 6th place finisher from South Jersey Aquatic Club, Aurelia Cottrell. Your 5th place finisher from Westchester Aquatic Club, Neela Klein. Your 4th place finisher from the Jersey Wahoos, Eden McNully. Your 3rd place finisher from the Tack Titans, Kaylee Dietrich. Your runner-up from Nation's Capital, Natalie Garr. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Champion in the women's 1500 meter freestyle with a final time of 16:47.35 from Club Mountaineer, Caroline Riggs. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the podium for our medalists in the men's 800-meter freestyle. Your 8th place finisher this evening from Gamecock Aquatics, Ryan Turner. Your 7th place finisher from the Marlins of Raleigh, Wilson Tuttle. Your 6th place finisher, also from the Marlins of Raleigh, Hudson DeGroot. Your 5th place finisher from Chelsea Piers Aquatic Club, Rory O'Connor. Your 4th place finisher from New Wave Swim Team, Aaron Davidson. Your 3rd place finisher from South Texas Aquatics, Connor Fry. Your runner-up from Shaman Aquatic Club, William Mulgrew. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 800-meter freestyle in a final time of 8:02.81 from Kentucky Aquatics, Levi Sendage. Ladies and gentlemen, your final 2 events of the evening, event 43 and 44, women's and men's 400-meter medley relay. This is Heat 1 of women. Swimming in lane 1, Alamo Area B. Lane 2, Greensboro Swimming Association. Lane 3, Westchester Aquatic Club. Lane 4, Jersey Aquatic Club. Lane 5, Gator Swim Club. Lane 6, Tack Titans B. Lane 7, Asphalt Green. Lane 8, Westchester Aquatic B. Heat 2 of women. Lane 1, Lane 1, the Jersey Wahoos. Lane 2, the Jersey Wahoos. Lane 3, Nation's Capital. Lane 4, University of Pittsburgh. Lane 5, TAC Titans A. Lane 6, Nation's Capital B. Lane 7, Alamo Area A. And Lane 8, All-Star Aquatics. Ladies and gentlemen, this is event 44, men's 400 meter medley relay, heat 1, heat 3 overall. Lane 1, South Carolina Swim Club. Lane 2, Waterloo Swimming B. Lane 3, Greensboro Swimming Association A. Lane 4, Pava Panthers Swim Club A. Lane 5, Miami Swimming A. Lane 6, Bulldog Swimming B. Lane 7, Marlins of Raleigh B. And in Lane 8, Diamond State Aquatics. Heat 4, Heat 2 of men. Swimming in lane 1, Jersey Wahoos. Lane 2, Marlins of Raleigh. Lane 3, University of Pittsburgh. Lane 4, Nation's Capital A. Lane 5, Nation's Capital B. Lane 6, Tack Titans. Lane 7, Asphalt Green. And in lane 8, Waterloo Swimming. Heat 5, Heat 3 of women. Swimming in lane 3, Hokie Aquatics. Lane 4, Waterloo Swimming. Lane 5, Marlins of Raleigh. And lane 6, Raleigh Swimming Association. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our final heat of the meet. Heat 6, Heat 3 of the men. Swimming in lane 2, Bulldog Swimming. Lane 3, Gator Swim Club. Lane 4, Tack Titans B. Lane 5, All Star Aquatics. Lane 6, Rocket Swimming A. And in lane 7, Rocket Swimming B. And that will conclude our swimming events for the evening. For our top 8 in the 400 medley relays, please report to the award staging area. Thank you very much. Can the teams from Jersey Wahoos, Jersey Aquatic, Gator Swim Club, Asphalt Green, University of Pittsburgh, TAC Titans A and B, and Nation's Capital please report to the award staging area for the women's 400-meter medley relay medals? Can the top 8 men's relays please report to the award staging area? That would be Old Dominion Aquatic Club, New Wave Swim Team, TAC Titans B, Pava Panthers, Bulldog Swimming B, Nation's Capital B, TAC Titans A, and Nation's Capital A to the award staging area for the men's medals. Thank you.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the medals ceremony area for our medalists in the women's 400-meter medley relay. Finishing in 8th from the Jersey Wahoos, your 7th place finisher, Jersey Aquatic Club. Your 6th place finisher, the Gator Swim Club.
Let me know.
Your 5th place finisher, Asphalt Green Unified. Your 4th place finisher, the University of Pittsburgh. Your 3rd place finisher, the TAC Titans B. Your runner-up this evening, the TAC Titans A. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the women's 400-meter medley relay in a final time of 4:08.75, Nation's Capital. Will our top 8 in the men's 400-meter medley relay please report to the award staging area? Those teams would be Old Dominion, New Wave, TAC Titans, Pava Panthers, Bulldog Swimming, Nation's Capital, TAC Titans, and Nation's Capital. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the podium for your medalists in the men's 400-meter medley relay. Finishing in 8th place, the Old Dominion Aquatic Club. Finishing in 7th place, New Wave Swim Team. Finishing in 6th, the TAC Titans B. Finishing in 5th place, the Pava Panthers. Your 4th place finishers, Bulldog Swimming. Your 3rd place finisher, Nation's Capital B. Your runner-up, the Tack Titans A. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in the men's 400-meter medley relay in a final time of 3:43.02, Nation's Capital A. Ladies and gentlemen, we have your top 5 point scorers on the women's side. Finishing in 5th place from Nation's Capital Swim Club with 67 points, Natalie Garr. Your 4th place finisher from Gamecock Aquatics with 78.5 points, Amy Riordan. Your 3rd place finisher from Nation's Capital Swim Club with 80.5 points, Sadie Buckley. Your runner-up from the Tack Titans with 99 points, Raina Liu. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro High Point winner for the women with 100 points from the Jersey Wahoos, Audrey Derivo. Now we have the results for the Men's High Point Award. Finishing in 5th place from South Carolina Swim Club with 59 points, William Slowey. Your 4th place finisher from Kentucky Aquatics with 60 points, Devin Narrows. Your 3rd place finisher from Aggie Swim Club with 76 points, Alfred Robinson. Your runner-up from the Pava Panthers Swim Club with 77 points, Eli Martin. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro High Point winner for the men with 80 points from Kentucky Aquatics, Levi Sandage. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our top 10 team rankings for the women. Finishing in 10th place, Asphalt Green Unified Aquatics. Finishing in 9th place, Gator Swim Club. Finishing in 8th place, Westchester Aquatic Club. Finishing 7th place, Jersey Aquatic Club. Finishing 6th place, Kentucky Aquatics. Finishing in 5th place, Gamecock Aquatics. Finishing in 4th place, the University of Pittsburgh. Your 3rd place finisher with 252 points, the Jersey Wahoos. Your runner-up with 732.5 points, Nation's Capital. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro Women's Team Champion with 736 points, the TAC Titans. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our top 10 teams men's scores. In 10th place, the Greensboro Swimming Association. In 9th place, Bulldog Swimming. In 8th place, Eagles Swim Team. In 7th place, Waterloo Swimming. In 6th place, the University of Pittsburgh. In 5th place, Pava Panthers Swim Club. In 4th place, New Wave Swim Team. And your 3rd place finisher with 236 points, Kentucky Aquatics. Your runner-up team finisher on the men's side with 403 points, the TAC Titans. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro men's team winner with 681.5 points, Nation's Capital Swim Club. Ladies and gentlemen, we have your combined team scores. Finishing in 10th place, the New Wave Swim Team. Finishing in 9th place, the Greensboro Swimming Association. Finishing in 8th place, Swim Mac Carolina. Finishing in 7th place, Bulldog Swimming. Finishing in 6th place, the Jersey Wahoos. Finishing in 5th, Gamecock Aquatics. Finishing in 4th place, the University of Pittsburgh. And your 3rd place team with a score of 466 points, Kentucky Aquatics. Your runner-up team with 1,139 points, the TAC Titans. And your 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro champion in combined team scores with 1,414 total points, Nation's Capital Swim Club.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna do a goodbye real quick, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the 2025 USA Swimming Futures Greensboro. Congratulations on behalf of the Greensboro Aquatic Center to all athletes and coaches. Thank you to all officials, parents, and volunteers. And everybody, please travel home safely.